thank you so much for coming here to support CMC-South's Night Talks. I'm so excited and nervous to be here. Thank you so much. So, when the next slide comes up, I want you to take a look at the slide and snap or clap at the things you've seen before or heard people talk about before or things that have been in your mind. And by the way, I know the last one is diabolical. I know. These are based on traditional math logics. So, hey, I'm Brittany Marshall. I'm an assistant professor at San Diego State. And before that, I taught elementary, middle, and high school math. I also hold 2 degrees in architecture and struggle with math in high school and college. So that's how I come to this work. So I'm going to use this word, logics, a lot. And as I talk about logics, I want you to think about a shared set of underlying assumptions about math, gender, race, and institutional practices that are based on them. So think about how men, their time is valued more than women, so they tend to have higher paying and higher status jobs, all right? So, next you're gonna see a list of traditional math logics. So the first one being that math is neutral and abstract and pure allows us to stay above the fray and not use math to think about anything like societal issues. Mathability innate allows us to accept the so-called achievement gap instead of thinking about it as the racialized hierarchy of math ability. Being defined by speed and accuracy, all of this allows us for children to say that they're not math people and we accept it, right? Math being a competition and individual allows us to track and be okay with it. And then learning math being about repeating procedures, teacher tales, and a formal language is mainly what students in minoritized communities have to do. Now when we move on to this next list, we're seeing that math ability is developed now, right? Students are being valued for having multiple strategies, and math occurs when students do. But what about if we're in a situation where all children feel good and like they're accepted in math? Now, first of all, math is a human activity. It was created by humans, therefore, math learning is cultural, racialized, and gendered. There are multiple math knowledge bases. Students come to us with all types of knowledge that they're learning at home, in their communities, and from their cultures, and we have to make space for that in our classrooms. Math is a social activity, and math is about making meaning and liberation, being able to critique the world. Math, most importantly, it is about what we do, right? We're able to, teachers are able to teach their children and co-construct knowledge with them, and children can speak in any language they feel comfortable explaining math. Why do logics matter? Well, they matter because logics determine how teachers perceive what their students can and cannot do, all right? Essentially, I'm talking about racism, all right? So there are 2 things for us to consider. Racism, ideas and practices are when one group is thought to be superior to other groups. So if any of our teaching practices either create or maintain racial hierarchies in the classroom, then it is racist, right? So it is our job to change that and not have racist activities in our classroom. So those racist activities can be assimilationist, meaning that students are tracked based on their ability, or it could be, that's segregationist, or assimilationist, meaning that they are thought about as being bad and need to be controlled in the type of good students we want them to be. So with that being said, I want to leave you with a few things to think about. 1, how do you react when students struggle with what is normal grade level or getting answers wrong? How do we react to student misbehavior? How do we react to our students bringing their full selves into the classrooms? And finally, how do we acknowledge all of the knowledge bases that our children come to us with? Thank you.
Great job.